and free. There was always a longing in my mind to follow the call of the sea. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, till I return once more. On all of the stormy seven seas I have sailed before the mast, and on every voyage I ever made I swore it would be my last. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I'll think of you both day and night till I return once more, till I return once more. Now I had a girl called Mary Boyle, and she lived in Greenore, and the foremost thought that was in her mind was to keep me safe on shore. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I'll think of you both day and night till I return once more, till I return once more. Now the landsman's life is all his own. He can go or he can stay. But when the sea gets in your blood, when she calls you must obey. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more.
Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentleman Irish mighty odd. He had a brogue both rich and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a hod. But Tim had a bit of a tibbler's way, for a love of the liquor he was born, and to send the money's away each day, he'd a drop of the cradle every morn. Why, pull it down when you dance to your partner around the floor with your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Now one morning Tim was rather full, his head felt heavy which made him shake. He fell off the ladder and he broke his skull, then they carried him home, his corpse to wake. Oh, they wrapped him up in a nice clean sheet, they laid him out upon the bed, with a bottle of whiskey at his feet and a bottle of porter at his head. Whack pull it down when you dance to your partner around the floor with your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Well, his friends assembled and called for lunch. Well, first he brought them tea and cake, then pipes, tobacco and brandy punch. Then the widow alone began to cry. Ah, such a lovely corpse did you ever see? Much it's him aboard and why did you die? Will you howl your cobses, Molly McGee? Whack pull it down when you dance to your partner around the floor with your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Oh, well, Mary Murphy took up the job. Ah, Biddy, she you're wrong, I'm sure. Well, Biddy fetched her a belt and a gob and left her sprawling on the floor. A civil war did then engage. 'Twas woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law was all the rage, and a row and a ruction it soon began. Why, pull it out when you dance to your partner around the floor with your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Oh, Tim Maloney ducked his head when a bottle of whiskey flew at him. He ducked and landing on the bed, the whiskey scatters over Tim. Me daddy revives and see how he rises. Tim Finnegan rising in the bed, saying 20 your whiskey around like blazes. Be the toilet and jazz, do you think I'm dead? Whack for the down, you dance with your hand around the floor, you just not shake. Isn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Way. How would you now want game ball?
I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains. I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and I then produced my rapier. Saying stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. Mushering da-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack-ball-da-daddy-o, whack-ball-da-daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. But the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering da-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack-ball-da-daddy-o, whack-ball-da-daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went unto my chamber all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of golden jewels and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges and she filled them up with water. Then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering da-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack-ball-da-daddy-o, whack-ball-da-daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And 'twas early in the morning, just before I rose to travel, up comes a band of footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mushering da-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack-ball-da-daddy-o, whack-ball-da-daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And if anyone can aid me, 'tis my brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming in Kilkenny. And I'm sure he'll treat me better than my own, my sporting Jenny. Mushering da-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack-ball-da-daddy-o, whack-ball-da-daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And mushering da-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack-ball-da-daddy-o, whack-ball-da-daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whoop!
Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free.
Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. A dismal dawn was breaking when they took her man away, not knowing what was his crime. Just what he was guilty of, not one of them could say, but they think of something in time. He says goodbye and remember, we shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Comforting her children softly crying in the night, she tries very hard to explain. You know your daddy never did a thing that wasn't right, so soon he's bound to be home again. He is a good man, and he shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day.
What does it profit him, the right to be born, if he suffers the loss of liberty? Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free. We are the people, and we shall overcome.
We are the people, and we shall overcome. We the people, let them have their say. We the people, let them see the light of day. We the people, let them have their say. We the people, let them see the light of day. We the people, let them have their
I am come of the seed of the people that sorrow, that have no treasure but hope, no riches laid up, but a memory of an ancient glory. My mother bore me in bondage my mother was born. I am of the blood of serfs. The children with whom I have played, the men and women with whom I have eaten, have had masters over them, have been under the lash of masters, and though gentle, have served churls. The hands that have touched mine, the dear hands whose touch is familiar to me, have worn shameful manacles, have been bitten at the wrist by manacles, have grown hard with manacles and the taskwork of strangers. I am flesh of the flesh of these lowly. I am bone of their bone. I that have never submitted. I that have a soul greater than the souls of my people's masters. I that have vision and prophecy and the gift of fiery speech. I that have spoken with God on the top of his holy hill. And because I am of the people, I understand the people. I am sorrowful with their sorrow. I am hungry with their desire. My heart has been heavy with the grief of mothers. My eyes have been wet with the tears of children. I have yearned with old wistful men, and laughed or cursed with young men. Their shame is my shame, and I have reddened for it. Reddened for that they have served, they who should be free. Reddened for that they have gone in want, while others have been full. Reddened for that they have walked in fear of lawyers and of their jailers, with their writs or summons and their handcuffs, men mean and cruel. I could have borne stripes on my body rather than this shame of my people. And now I speak, being full of vision. I speak to my people, and I speak in my people's name to the masters of my people. I say to my people that they are holy, that they are august despite their chains, that they are greater than those that hold them, and stronger and purer, that they have but need of courage and to call on the name of their God, God the unforgetting, the dear God that loves the peoples for whom he died naked, suffering shame. And I say to my people's masters, beware. Beware of the thing that is coming. Beware of the risen people who shall take what ye would not give. Did ye think to conquer the people? Or that law is stronger than life and than man's desire to be free? We will cry it out, harried and held, ye that have bullied and bribed, tyrants, hypocrites, liars.
I met my love by the gasworks road. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. on the smoky way. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I'm going to make a good sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire. I'll chop you down like an old dead tree. That's what you're saying. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks home. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town. Make way for the Molly Maguires. They're drinkers, they're liars, but they're men. Make way for the Molly Maguires. You'll never see the likes of them again. Down the mines, no sunlight shines. Those pits, they're black as hell. In mud and slime, they do their time. It's Paddy's prison cell. And they curse the day they travelled far, then drown their tears with a jar. So make way for the Molly Maguires. They're drinkers, they're liars, but they're men. Make way for the Molly Maguires. You'll never see the likes of them again. Backs will break and muscles ache. Down there, there's no time to dream of fields and farms. A woman's arms just dig that bloody seam. Though they drain their bodies underground, who'll dare to push them around? So make way for the Molly Maguires. They're drinkers, they're liars, but they're men. Make way for the Molly Maguires. You'll never see the likes of them again. So make way for the Molly Maguires. They're drinkers, they're liars, but they're men. Make way for the Molly Maguires. You'll never see the likes of them again.
I am an old-timer, I travel the road. I sit in me wagon and lumber me load. Me hotel is the jungle, a camp me abode, and I'm well known to Blondie and Mary. Me liquor is D, and the old highway code was me first ABC. And I cut me eye teeth on an old AEC, and I'm champion at keeping them rolling. I've sat in the cabin and broiled in the sun, been snowed up on shop on the Manchester run. I've crawled through the fog with me 22 tons of fish that was stinking like blazes. From London to Glasgow to the Newcastle Quay, from Liverpool, Preston and Bristol City. The Polones on the road give the thumb sign to me, but I'm champion at keeping them rolling. You may sing of your soldiers and sailors so bold, but there's many and many a hero untold who sits at the wheel in the heat and the cold, day after day without sleeping. So watch out for cops and slow down at the bends. Check all your gauges and watch your big end. And zig with your lights when you pass an old friend. You'll be champion at keeping them rolling. So watch out for cops and slow down at the bends. Check all your gauges and watch your big ends. And zig with your lights when you pass an old friend. You'll be champion at keeping them rolling.
The moor and the bog, while the men on the dole played a mother's role, feathered the children and then trained the dog. And when times got tough, there was just about enough, but they saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride in the town I loved so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we all could understand. I remember the day that I earned my first pay, when I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me. For I'd learned about life, and I'd found a wife in the town I loved so well. when I returned, how my eyes have burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armored cars and the bombed out bars and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and the damned barbed wire gets higher and higher with their tanks and their guns. Oh my God, what have they done to the town I loved so well? Now the music's gone, but they carry on, for their spirit's been bruised, never broken. They will not forget, but their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town I love so well.
I remember the night that he came in from the wintry cold and damp. A giant of a man in an oilskin coat, and the bundle that told he was a tramp. He stood at the bar and he called a pint, then turned and gazed at the fire. On a night like this, to be safe and dry is my one and only desire. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friends that I love dear. And here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu. St. Donegal Danny's been here, me boys. Donegal Danny's been here. Then in a voice that was hushed and low, he said, listen, I'll tell you a tale. How a man of the sea became a man of the roads, and never more will set sail. I fished out a post until he begged Ardglass and Baltimore. But the cruel sea has beaten me, and I'll end my days on the shore. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friends that I love dear. And here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu. St. Donegal Danny's been here, me boys. Donegal Danny's been here. One fateful night in the wind and the rain, we set sail from Killybegs town. There were 5 of us from sweet Donegal, and 1 from County Down. We were fishermen who worked the sea and never counted the cost. But I never thought ere that night was done that my fine friends would all be lost. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friends that I love dear. And here's rocks about 10 miles from shore. As we fought the tide, we hoped inside to see our homes once more. Then we struck a rock and holed the bow, and all of us knew that she'd go down. So we jumped right into the icy sea and prayed to God we wouldn't drown. But the raging sea was rising still as we struck out for the land. And she fought with all her cruelty to claim that gallant band. By St. John's Point in the early dawn, I dragged myself on the shore, and I cursed the sea for what she'd done, and vowed to sail her nevermore. So here's to those that are dead and gone, the friend that I love dear. Here's to you, and I'll be you and you, St. Donegal Danny's been here, me boys, Donegal Danny's been here. Chimney sweep, oh my name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep. Oh my name it is Sam Hall, and I've robbed both great and small, and my neck will pay for all when I die, when I die, and my neck will pay for all when I die. I have 20, that's not all, that's not all. I have 20 pounds in store, that's not all. I have 20 pounds in store, and I'll rob for 20 more. For the rich must help the poor, so must I, so must I. For the rich must help the poor, so must I. Oh, they took me to Foothill in a cart, in a cart. Oh, they took me to Foothill in a cart. Oh, they took me to Foothill, where I stopped to make my will. Saying the best of friends must part, so must I, so must I. Saying the best of friends must part, so must I. Up the ladder I did grope, that's no joke, that's no joke. Up the ladder I did grope, that's no joke. Up the ladder I did grope, and the hangman pulled the rope. Oh, and ne'er a word I spoke, tumbling down, tumbling down. Oh, and ne'er a word I spoke, tumbling down. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep, chimney sweep. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, and I've robbed both great and small, me neck will pay for all. When I die, when I die, and me neck will pay for all. When I die.
In the town of Springhill, Nova Scotia, down in the dark of the Cumberland mine, there's blood on the coal and the miners lie in roads that never saw sun nor sky. Roads that never saw sun nor sky. In the town of Springhill you don't sleep easy. Often the earth will tremble and roll. When the earth is restless, miners die. Bone and blood is the price of coal. Bone and blood is the price of coal. In the town of Springhill, Nova Scotia, late in the year of 58, the day still comes and the sun still shines, but it's dark as the grave in the Cumberland mine, dark as the grave in the Cumberland mine. 3 days passed when the lamps gave out, and Caleb rushed and got up and said, we've no more water or light or bread, so we'll live on songs and hope instead. We live on songs and hope instead. Listen for the shouts of the black-faced miners. Listen through the rubble for the rescue teams. 300 tons of coal and slag, hope imprisoned in a 3-foot seam. Hope imprisoned in a 3-foot seam. 12 days passed and some were rescued, leaving the dead to lie alone. Through all their days they dug a grave. 2 miles of earth is a marking stone. 2 miles of earth is a marking stone. I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I have to cross. I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I love upon a stone, and through her window he's whispered lowly, is my true lover within at home? Wake up, love, it is thine own true lover. Wake up, love, and let me in, for I am tired, love, and oh so weary, and more than need drenched to the skin. She's raised her off her down soft pillow. She's raised her up and she's let him in, and they were locked in each other's arms until that long night was past and gone. And when that long night was past and over, and when the small clouds began to grow, he's taken her hand and they've kissed and parted. Then he saddled and mounted and away to go. I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I have to cross. I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I love the most.
As I walked by the dockside one evening so fair, to view the salt waters and take the salt air, I heard an old fisherman singing a song. Oh, take me away, boys, me time is not long.
Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumper, no more on the dockside be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green.
Now Fiddlers Green is a place I've heard tell, where the fishermen go if they don't go to hell. When the skies are all clear and the dolphin do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away.
Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the dockside be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green,
where the skies are all clear and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with one swish on their tail. Where you lie at your leisure, there's no work to do, and the skippers below making tea for the crew.
Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the
seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green. Now I don't want a harp, not a halo, not me. Just give me a breeze and a good rolling sea. I'll play me on squeeze box as we sail along, with the wind in the rigging to sing me a song. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green.
I danced in the morning when the world was young. I danced in the moon and the stars and the sun. I came down from heaven and I danced on the earth. At Bethlehem I had my birth. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I lead you all. Wherever you may be, and I lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced for the scribes and the Pharisees. They wouldn't dance, they wouldn't follow me. I danced for the fishermen, James and John. They came with me, so the dance went on. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I lead you all. Wherever you may be, and I lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced on the Sabbath and I cured the lame. The holy people said it was a shame. They whipped, they stripped, they hung me high, left me there on the cross to die. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I lead you all. Wherever you may be, and I lead you all in the dance, said he. danced on the Friday when the world turned black. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. They buried my body, they thought I was gone, but I am the dance and the dance goes on. Dance, dance, wherever you may be, I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I lead you all wherever you may be, and I lead you all in the dance, said he.
Well, it's of a gentleman soldier as a sentry he did stand. He saluted the fair maid by a waving of his hand. So boldly then he kissed her and he passed it off as a joke. He drilled her up and the sentry box rubbed up in the soldier's coat. And the drums did go with a rat-tat-tat and the pipes did loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly me dear, I must be going away. All night they tossed and tumbled till daylight did appear. The soldier rose, put on his clothes and fare you well me dear. For the drums they are a-sounding and the pipes they sweetly play. If it weren't for that dear Polly, then along with you I'd stay. And the drums did go with a rat-tat-tat and the pipes did loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly Polly, me dear, I must be going away. Oh, come, you gentleman soldier, won't you marry me? Oh, no, me dearest Polly, such things never can be. For I've a wife already, and children I have 3. 2 wives are allowed in the army, but one's too many for me. And the drums that go with the rat-tat-tat and the fifes that loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly, me dear, I must be going away. If anyone comes a-courting you, you can treat them to a glass. If anyone comes a-courting you, you can say you're a country lass. You don't have to tell them that ever you played this joke, that you were drilled in the sentry box wrapped up in a soldier's cloak. And the drums that go with the rat-a-tat-tat and the fifes that loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly, me dear, I must be going away. Oh, come, you gentleman soldier, why didn't you tell me so? My parents will be angry when this they come to know. And when 9 long months have come and passed, that poor girl she brought shame. She had a little militia boy and she didn't know his name. And the drums that go with the rat-a-tat-tat and the fifes that loudly play. Fare thee well, Polly, me dear, I must be going away.
As I was home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door, where my old horse should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that horse outside the door, where my old horse should be? You drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, with a saddle on a sow, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on a Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door, where my old coat should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that coat behind the door, where my old coat should be? You drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a woolen blanket that my mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but buttons in a blanket sure I never saw before. And as I went home on a Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw me pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be? You drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle sure I never saw before. And as I went home on a Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw 2 boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns them boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be? You drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, they're 2 lovely geranium pots me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but laces in geranium pots I never saw before. And as I went home on a Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head inside the bed, where my old head should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that head with you in the bed, where my old head should be? You drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a baby boy that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on, sure I never saw before. La 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 la. Oh, the first of me downfall, I set out the door. I straight made me way on Kilkenny on shore. Going out be Rathlronan to us late in the night. Going out the west gate for to view the castle light. Ranelagh fall, the little eye, Ranelagh fall, the little there, oh. I went to the Tulsel to see the big lamp, and who should I meet but a bloody big tramp? I kindly stepped over, and to him I said, will you kindly direct me to where I'll get a bed? Rattly fall, the little eye, rattly fall, the little arrow. 'Twas then he directed me down to Cook's Lane, to where old Buck St. John kept an old sleeping cage. Hung out o'er the door was a small piece of board, hung out on 2 nails with a short piece of cord. Rattly fall, the little eye, rattly fall, the little arrow. Well, I looked up and down till I found out the door, and a queerer old household should I ne'er saw before. Then the missus came out and these words to me said, if you give me 3 coppers, sure I'll give you a bed. Rattly fall, the little eye, rattly fall, the little arrow. Well, I then stood aside with me back to the wall, and the next thing I saw was an old cobbler's stall. And there was the cobbler, and he mending his brogues, with his hammers and pincers all laid in a row. Rattly fall, the little eye, rattly fall, the little arrow. Then she brought me upstairs and she put out the light, and in less than 5 minutes I had to show fight. And less than 5 more when the story was best, the police came around me and brought me a curse. Rattly fall, the little eye, rattly fall, the little arrow. 'Twas all round me body they formed a march, 'twas all round me body they played the dead march. But the bloody old major gave me such a pick that he nearly made way with the half of me. Hip and knee fall, the little eye, rattly fall, the little arrow. Now I'm going to me study these lines to pen down, and if any poor traveller should e'er come to town, if any poor traveller be knighted like me, beware of Buck St. John and his black cavalry. Rattly fall, the little eye, rattly fall, the little arrow.